That's a good way to start the episode.
Elliot smiled. Of course. I won't take it too seriously. It's fun, Lisa. That's why I want to play. I explained, and she said that nobody named Kelly was in my room or working that day. So I instantly thought about those women who would pretend to be nurses and kidnap children.
I just remember I fucked a potato.
Okay, welcome to episode 42 of Ghost Huns. Hannah's hungover. You are hanging out your butthole.
I have never felt this bad.
Because Hannah was at the NTAs. Oh, that looks quite refreshing. And
Oh my God.
The
You know,
foley
you're
of
so-
that, yeah. So I want you to spill all the tea. What happened? You won an award. The traitors
Went to the
won.
NTAs. I won.
Okay.
It's Hannah's
She's
award.
woken up feeling a bit spicy.
Hannah's award. No, the traitors did win an award, and I can't believe we beat Love Island. That is
I can.
outrageous to me. Well, I'm not a Love Island fan. I've never watched it. Don't know about it. Whatever. I also have got problems with it because of its
problematic.
it's morally corrupt.
Also, it's not new. It's not fresh.
But the thing, it's audience vote, and Love Island is massive.
You say Love Island. I find it funny.
Love Island.
You went Love Island.
Love Island. I don't say like that. No.
Mr. Love Island. Mr. Love Island.
Terry Love Island.
Yeah. Oh, don't. That gives me PTSD.
Yeah, no, it was very good. Thank you. Did you like my dress?
Oh my God, I think you look
Ah,
stunning.
thanks so much.
Very, very Moulin Rouge.
Thank you. Very booby.
Oh my
Very.
God, it was so funny because the first shot of you
I
was
know.
with your bra
I
out.
could see, it was when I was sat down.
It was so
This
funny.
was live on TV. What channel was it on?
ITV. So I
live on
sat down, I
ITV.
had a glass of wine. I was like, oh my God, I can't wait to watch Hannah win an award. And then it was like, not only did the shot stay, but like the bra was there. And I was like, this is absolutely hilarious. And then it's like you noticed and you kept going,
I did. Was that when I was just sat down? Yeah. And Joel Dommett was like, the traitors. I was like,
don't get me wrong, it was a good bra, but I was like,
oh well, thank God.
And can I say my other favourite moment?
Oh shit!
Was
I'm
when
not-
Wilf was doing his speech and you went, thank you very much. He coughed.
No, he went, thank you. I went, thank you, everyone.
No, but all that got broadcast was, thank you very much.
No, it literally says, thank you, everyone. I heard it. I just watched it.
From what I watched.
Don't give me this anxiety.
No, it was so funny because it cut
Yeah, they
off your
obviously
last.
didn't want me to say anything.
It cut off your last word.
But I was like, I'm sorry, I'm playing the O2.
It was like you're going, thank you, Apollo.
Yeah.
And then you didn't quite finish.
I was like, I've played the O2 now.
Oh my God, it was hilarious because he did wang on a bit,
Yeah.
and he took the limelight, and I was like, oh, go on, let the
I know.
others
I
speak.
think it was arranged that he was gonna do it.
Oh no, I'm sure, but it was just funny because you were like, and you're like, you got your way in, and they went and cut.
Very funny. Do you know, the funniest bit was that me and Meryl went to sit back to our seats, not realising that we don't go back. They were like, come here, no! I was like, fuck.
Oh,
Yeah.
So tell me about the celebrities you met.
Oh, I met fucking everyone. Met
Tell me. Deck and Ant.
Deck and Ant, yeah.
Which one's better?
Well, Deck, I think, is better. It's just a
Is
little bit
Deck
like,
the one who did drink driving?
No, that's Ant.
Oh, so you prefer Deck, the safe one?
I prefer the safe
Yeah,
driver,
yeah, fair. Who else? Can you say who was a bit of a twat? Go on. They're not listening.
Who did I tell you what, right? Hollaby Willoughby. Luke's.
Hollabubs Willoughby.
She's like robotic now. She's like a husk.
Yeah, what do you
It's just,
mean?
like, she used to have something about her. She used to have a bit of personality. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure she still has, but I mean,
Yeah,
obviously,
back in the day when she
the
was
stress
snorting
of working
cocaine
with a
at
nonce-
6 a.m.
Yeah, exactly. The stress of working with a paedophile has obviously got to her.
Yeah, well, I think she's so guarded that she's almost like, I can't. Like, she can't be a personality
Well, she wouldn't
in
do
case she
press.
slips up.
She wouldn't do press. So she walked the red carpet, but she didn't do any press photos.
Right. She did
Or
look
she
good.
did.
I saw a photo
She
of her.
always looks great, but she's just a bit like,
Yeah, no, she
She's like a robot, you know?
yeah,
But
the shutters have come down. She's shut shop.
she's like, goodbye. And I think that's fair enough.
Bye, bitch.
Bye, bitch. I didn't meet Liz. I'm very sad about that. There's so many. Oh my God. Right. When I was pissed.
Yeah.
This will stay with me
Oh my God, I can't wait already.
forever. So, have you ever seen a film called Crush with Andy McDowell in it?
I don't think I
Oh,
have.
listen, right, you go home today. Have you got any plans for the rest of the day?
I've got to go exhibit later.
Oh, right, okay, fine. Tomorrow, have you got any plans for tomorrow?
Yeah, we're going on a ghost hunt.
Fuck's sake. Okay, this weekend, what I want you to do is go and have a bath, have a bottle of wine, get your jammies on.
Get your clothes off.
Get your clothes on. Get naked. Get your clit out.
No, this is going to be a clean episode.
Your mum's going to kill me. Stop talking about your clitoris, Suzie.
Stop getting your fanny out on the internet.
Toss pot.
Toss pot.
Right, I want you to sit and watch this film because it is the best film, and it was kind of Andy McDowell was like in the British countryside.
Was Andy McDowell the one that was in 4 Weddings?
Yes,
Right.
she's arguably quite annoying, but I think she's all right. Whatever. Anyway, it's Andy McDowell in the British countryside as an American, and it's a couple of amazing British actresses. I can't remember what the names were, but another one was in 4 Weddings and a Funeral as well. And they're just the quintessential great British actors. And it's basically she's a school teacher. She's got a mate to the British countryside, and then she meets this man. Well, actually, very very young boy. Well, no, I think he's technically
Dodgy.
of age. Technically.
Okay.
Anyway, his name was Kenny Doherty, right? And I was obsessed. When I say obsessed, I'm going to show you a photo of what he looked like then.
Was this your like teenage like?
This was my
celeb
sexual
crush?
awakening, Suzie. I think my first wank.
Did you tell him that on the dance floor?
So yeah, it was. No, thank fuck. Let me show you a picture.
This is kind of like my Joshua Jackson. He was.
What, you met Joshua Jackson?
No, but he was like the big
I
crush.
see, yeah.
He was like he won out of all the
Crush,
crushes I
do you know what I
had.
mean?
That was the top.
So
always.
this, where is he?
Pacey.
Where is he as a young man? Because that was when he was beautiful. He's in Vera and everything now. That's why he was there last night. Anyway, so that's him.
Oh yeah, he's hot.
a bit of, but honestly, in this film,
Okay.
he was just you have to watch it. It's called Crush. You'll find it on this. In fact, I'm going to go and watch it later. It's amazing.
Yeah.
So I saw it. I was like, and all of a sudden I just saw his face, and I was like, oh my God. It's Kenny. Like the amount of times I fell asleep at night just fantasizing about ragging Kenny Doherty around the bedroom,
God.
on my
Ragging him round the room.
on my single groovy chick bedspread.
Also, ragging him round the room sounds like you've got like a fucking filth rag.
Well, yeah, I am a filth rag. That's what they call
You
me.
are a filth rag.
So I was like, oh my God, I can't believe it's him. So I didn't, I was like, I have to speak to him.
You're actually blushing right now.
Honestly, I was. I can't wait. Adam's not going to be thrilled about this, but I went up to him, and I was like, "Hi, can I just say I'm a massive fan?" And he was like, "Oh, great!" And I think he thought that I was like a punter. So then his friend was like, "Congratulations on your win," and he was like, "Oh, what did you win?" And I was like, "The Traitors." And he was like, "I've never seen it, but I have been recommended." I was like, "Please do watch it." And we hugged, and then he smelled like new. He smelled amazing.
Oh wow.
And then.
I love it when men smell good. What did you
When we
do?
stopped
Did you sniff him?
No, I did, but that was the
Yeah,
thing
he
that I'm
didn't.
embarrassed about. I don't know, I said, as we walked away, I went, "Thank you on behalf of all teenage girls," and I walked away.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Like he's a massive nonce.
Yeah. I went, "Thank you on behalf of all teenage girls."
Oh, that is the worst thing you could shout at a grown man.
I know.
It sounds a bit sarcastic.
It sounds a bit sarcastic. It sounds a bit rapey. It sounds a bit weird.
bit Ghislaine.
Yeah,
Fuck.
yeah. And I just
What
the
happened?
second
Did his face drop?
He kind of just laughed.
Like a nervous.
Please don't fucking cancel me. I need to work to feed my children. Kind of laugh.
That's so
But I was
funny.
completely and utterly starstruck. Yeah.
I'm pissed.
Pissed.
Okay, so that sounds great. What other celebrities did you meet? Any surprises?
surprise celebs.
Yeah.
Davina wasn't. No, I don't know. I ran into Piers Morgan, literally ran into him.
Did you?
Yeah.
He was like grinning like a Cheshire cat.
He loves it, doesn't he? He just loves it. He loves it. And just everyone. There's so, like, Michelle Keegan.
Oh,
she was sat in front of us.
lovely.
She's so nice.
Yeah.
And tiny, but like stunningly beautiful.
Yeah. A mate of mine did a show with her, the one that was based in Australia. And they were like acted together on it. And she was like, she's just the most lovely woman in the world.
It's because she's northern. Northern people are
better. You are actually.
We're so much nicer, I'm sorry. But we're much more, she's like, yeah, because I photobombed a picture accidentally. She was taking a selfie and I was like, and I was like, oh, sorry, I've just photobombed. She was like, oh, don't worry, I'll love it. And I was like,
oh, that's
so
nice.
I can't remember. There's so many. I saw Vogue Williams.
Oh my God.
Yes. And I'm a big Vogue Williams fan.
I love her
Obsessed.
and Joanne.
And she kind of like at me, and I was like, oh, she doesn't know who I am at all. She's got no idea.
Is she stunning? I bet she is.
She's gorgeous. She was doing the Lorraine press, and I was hoping they'd want to speak to me, but they didn't. They're like,
you're like, and when's my turn?
I was like, no, Lad Bibles. I was like, oh, great, Lad Bible, brilliant.
Lad Bible.
Great.
Lad Bible can get in the fucking bin.
So yes, it was very nice, thank you.
And did you have an after party then?
Yeah, I got glass stuck in my foot. I had to have a medic come over and take it out for me.
Jesus Christ.
The smoking area is about a 20-minute walk away, which is really annoying. Free booze, though.
Wow.
Not nearly enough canapes. National Tally Awards.
That's a bit annoying.
Not nearly enough.
Is it because they want everyone to get absolutely trolleyed?
And then leave, I think. I think they want people to get pissed and leave.
Then go to a kebab
And then
house.
go to a kebab house.
Yeah.
But we didn't have anything. It was just like, I had one slider and it was delicious.
Slider.
Yeah, like a tiny little cheeseburger.
Oh, I like them, but you need about 10 of those.
Yeah, if not more.
That's almost like the big cardinal sin at a wedding when they don't have enough canapes, and you're just like, you're like, you have to just look after everyone, unless you want them to.
Is it too much to fucking ask that we get fed and watered on your day?
Yeah, otherwise you are going to vom on the dance floor, aren't you?
Well,
and
also it's just like another fucking
do you want
expense
carnage?
for me.
Like, yeah, it's very annoying.
Have we gone to weddings? Have you been to a wedding?
I haven't been to it. It just makes me think of being hungry at
No,
one,
it really
and you can't
frustrates me.
escape as well to go to a kebab
No,
house. You
and
have to be like,
I will leave. I'm
Yeah,
going
but
to
in
get,
a country estate?
I'm going to go get a margarita pizza with one of the, the classic Pizza Hut cross.
yeah, but not when you're in like the middle of fucking...
I would make it as obvious as possible that I'm hungry and uncomfortable. Hungry and uncomfortable is the name of the episode.
Hungry and uncomfortable.
Hungry and uncomfortable. That's if there's one thing I hate being, it's hungry and uncomfortable. Anyway, how are you?
I'm all right. I was saying that story on the way here about that woman who, it was like a weird neg at the supermarket. I was buying a bottle of wine and,
Bitch.
well, it was weird because I was like, I got ID'd, which never usually happens, but I think it's because I had no makeup on. And I went, oh, I'm 35. And the woman went, oh, okay. And she approved. And the woman next to me went, that's a compliment. And I was like, mate, like, I
That's not your...
should I have been more thankful? I was like, all I did was say, oh, I'm 35. And she went, if that hadn't have gone through, I could have bought you the wine. And I was like, I feel like you're getting at me. And I was like, I don't really know what's going on here. And I had to be like, oh, thank you. Thanks. Yeah, no, I've got my Campo Viejo Rioja myself.
Yeah, because you wouldn't. And also, they're not allowed to do that. They won't refuse.
Yeah, it was all a bit weird. I was like, why are you being my saviour and telling me to take the compliment? I think she was just a bit annoyed that I wasn't more grateful that I got ID'd. She was like, you should be happy about that. I was like, oh,
I'm so sick of people.
Yeah, and the guy telling me in Starbucks today, or Bucky, sorry, being like, I was like, oh God, it's too hot. And he went, don't say too hot. We should be grateful for this weather.
Why? Why should we? I'm uncomfortable. I'm still I'm hot.
Sweating.
I don't mind the heat when I'm on fucking holiday. And I also won't mind the heat if we have fucking aircon. Sorry, Susie's mum, this is for a bit. But we don't have the facilities to live in a hot country.
And my body can't take it. I'm sweating from weird
Patrick
places.
Star in bed every night.
Who's Patrick Star?
You know from SpongeBob? The starfish. I lie
Is that what
straddles.
the starfish is called?
Yeah, Patrick Star.
Didn't know that.
Okay, you need to get a bit of a life.
Get out my bin.
I lie.
Why
like
are you
this.
watching SpongeBob, you weirdo?
Everyone's watched. Everyone
No,
knows.
when have you watched SpongeBob?
When I was like 12.
Really?
I love SpongeBob.
That was not around when I was 12. And
No,
I'm
that's
only
because
2
you're
years...
considerably older than me.
I'm 2 years older than you.
That's quite a bit.
I think that's a bit remedial for you to have watched that at 12. I think you should have been already on Dawson's Creek. I can't believe you watched SpongeBob.
No, I was watching fucking Gary Doherty banging Andy McDowell in Crush. And then for a bit of balance, I'd watch SpongeBob after I'd had a wank.
Thudding around your room, holding the rag. Kenny!
Fudding around. Patrick, stop.
Patrick, stop. Oh, no, you fancied the starfish,
No, I
you
never.
weirdo.
No, I don't, but I do lie like a starfish every night in bed. Like this. Straddle, start bollock. Like that. Just to let the air just circulate through my bod. Go straight on my bumhole.
Did you have...
Out my
I had a
mouth.
poster of David Boreanaz, which I snogged a few times.
I didn't... Oh, I had
Angel.
busted busted
Angel.
posters everywhere.
Do you remember David Boreanaz, though?
Yeah, him out of... Yeah, he was very old, though.
What?
He was quite an old man.
In a way, I know what you mean.
You know, like he was a bit...
Dad
he
energy.
felt a bit weird that we fancied him. I didn't that
Even
much.
though
I
back
didn't
back
that
in the
much.
day, Sarah Michelle Gellar's probably like 3 years younger than him. But I know what you mean.
Yeah, he felt old.
Angel was fit, but then Spike took over.
I was probably more of a Spike gal.
Anyone...
I found David Boreal is just very wet.
Borealis.
Aurora Borealis.
Now you can say it.
David Borealis.
Honestly, so anyone who hasn't listened to last week's episode, Hannah said Aurora
What is it
Borealis
again?
is Aurora Borealis. And it absolutely, I think it's the
I
funniest
don't
thing
know
you've
why
ever
that's
said.
so funny.
It's the funniest thing I've ever heard.
What? Ever heard?
Should we do a tarot?
Oh yeah, fuck me. Oh, I hate being in charge of
I
this.
will say, I've gone through a breakup. And
Oh my
that,
God, we're out on the pod.
yeah. It's been a bit shit, but all of this sort of kicked off before Edinburgh. And when we were in Edinburgh, I have to tell the story about Gary. So
Who's Gary?
Oh, well, Hannah, I can't believe you can't
Do I
remember
know?
him. Yeah, me, you and Chris Hall, do you remember? So basically,
Gary.
this is a story from
I don't know what
Edinburgh.
you're
So we were like, I was like, oh my God, I'm going to have to get into my mystical era. And I'm feeling very like, I need tarot
I'm so
readings,
sorry.
I
I'm
need palm
fucking
readings.
brother's ringing me. I think he's only ringing me when it's an emergency. Hello?
Hello.
Hi. You're on the podcast.
Okay,
Is this an
so make sure.
emergency?
Pardon?
You're on the podcast. Is this an emergency or not? Are you bleeding?
No.
Right,
no.
well, I'll see you later. Bye.
Okay.
Harry.
So sorry. I have to make sure he's not dying.
Unless he's here with a chicken sandwich, I'm not interested. Basically, me and Hannah and Chris Hall,
Gary.
and we all decided we were going to go to a woman called Madam Maggie for a palm reading.
Yeah.
And we wanted to go to a tarot reading too. And we were walking up the Royal Mile, and out of nowhere, we were literally talking about tarot. This guy appears, and he's got a T-shirt on that says "Free Tarot Readings."
Yeah, it was like the people parted.
It was weird. Yeah, it was like Moses and the Red Sea. And
Comparing yourself to a biblical character. Very on brand.
but I'm not Jewish. Is Moses Jewish?
I don't want to touch this with
Okay.
a fucking barge pole, if I'm honest.
Anyway, so he appears, and I was like, "Oh my God, free tarot reading? Yes."
You just looked at him and you went, yes.
Yes. And he looked at me and went, okay, we'll do one right now. And he had a little he had 3 cards he got me to pick, past, present and future. My past was the sun. He said I used to light up rooms. No, I don't.
Now you're a wasted old hag.
Yeah, now I'm a husk. I used to light up rooms. Then he said my present was devil, naughtiness and
Yeah,
disruption
mischief.
and mischief. Fair. Look at this.
I'd agree with that.
Devil top.
Yeah.
And then he said my future. He pulled out the death card. And the death card, as we all know, Huns, means new beginnings.
Listen.
And the death of something old. And honestly, it was because of everything that's been going on in my personal life. I was like, that is. And then I went, Gary, that's Matt. And then I started talking about the breakup, and he was just looking at me like, by the way, I don't believe in any of
Yeah, he was
this.
like, I'm a journalist and I'm going to... I think his
He was
whole
what-
stick
It was debunking.
Well, he was going to say, I could have said anything.
I know.
about
And
those
then
cards.
we all walked away
But-
going, oh my God.
But listen, I'm not poo-pooing your...
But it was, I did think it was a weird reading. And I thought it was quite spookily accurate. So
Who's Gary?
his name was Gary.
Oh, I've got no idea that was his name.
And we never went to his show.
Oh, I'm a bit
But I
sad
will.
about
If Gary, you're not listening, Gary, so who cares? Right, Hannah, shall I pick a card or you?
it's your turn.
Okay. Let's
Although
see
I'm
if I
very
get.
jealous.
I'm very intrigued by this. Okay. I know immediately which one I want, and it's that one.
Was that because it was the first one that you saw?
I just looked at it. I knew. It's this. Oh my God, are you ready for it?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
What the fuck is it?
King of Swords. A massive fuck off sword
With a massive
sitting on
fuck-off
my
crown.
throne.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
That's great. Oh,
He looks like
I just
Julian
realised-
Clary.
I didn't put this one in.
It's fine.
Looks like Julian Clary.
It's Julian Clary with a massive sword sitting on a throne.
tits.
What does it mean? King of Swords.
Oh, it's just so hard. There's a chapter in this that says other spreads.
Oh, I love a spread.
That's gross. What's it called again? King of Swords.
King of Swords. Tell me my future.
We've never had so many of these. Okay, I just can't find it.
You can.
I can't.
If you can't, I'm going to look it up.
No, I'm going to look it up, not you.
Oh.
I
Right.
read out your card.
Oh, right. Okay.
Oh, Kenny Doty's just come up again on my phone. Fit.
I thought you said Kenny Doty's calling me. I was like, what happened
Kenny Doty's
last night?
He's like, can you play? Hi, I've just been thinking about
I've
this.
got your rag.
Nice to meet you. I just want to clarify that I've never had sex with teenagers.
You're like, well, you did in my head.
Well, yeah, did. We did quite a lot of things, actually.
We did many things in my brain.
What was it? King of Swords?
Yeah.
BiddyTarot.com.
Come on.
The King of Swords.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
I'm looking over my domain.
So, mental clarity, intellectual power, authority, truth, quiet power, inner truth, misuse of power, manipulation. That's the reversed.
Oh, right. Well, I think it's not
we
reversed.
don't know which way you picked it up. The King of Swords sits upon his throne, facing forward as if ready to confront whatever life throws at him. He holds a sword in his right hand, the hand of the conscious, rational mind, and points it upright, and to the left, the symbol of the subconscious, intuitive mind. This symbolises the king's decisiveness, but also flexibility in all matters. While he makes decisions based mostly on his intellectual understanding, he stays open to his intuition. King wears a blue tunic, blah, blah, blah. Symbolic of a desire for spiritual knowledge. You are a bit.
I'm sorry. Didn't I just say I'm in my mystical era?
Yes. The back of his throne is decorated with butterflies. Transformation.
Honestly, that is actually
Yeah, because
really
those
apt
blonde
where I am.
highlights you've decided on.
I can't wait for those. Do you know what? I might just go Bob. What do you think?
Jesus Christ. No, you're doing the breakup. You're doing the breakup haircut. Calm
Yeah, I
down.
know. No, I'm like,
But Stacey Dooley has a bob.
this is what I mean.
You should do that.
I might go Bob.
think you should do
What is it called? A blob? Or like a
Is it actually
gob?
called a blob? A gob? When it's in line with your gob.
A glob. Okay. Are you ready for a story?
Yes, please.
Let's go.
Let's go to the movies anyway and see.
Your face when you sing looks really apologetic. You go,
I'm so sorry I'm doing this.
My husband and I have been playing a game of tag for 5 years, but the rules have turned him into something terrifying.
What's that?
It all started after we saw the comedy film Tag in 2018.
Oh, that's a shit film.
For those of you who are unaware, it's based on a real story about a group of friends who played an endless version of the children's game. I think I enjoyed the film at the time, but I can't remember now. After years of this gradually worsening hell, I shudder every time I remember the concept that inspired my husband, Elliot. Let's do it, he said. Sorry, I replied, smirking. Right here? No, he laughed, rolling his eyes. Not that. Tag. A never-ending game of tag.
Classic man.
Lovely bit of banter between husband and wife. We
Shall we
live
have a shag on kitchen? What?
right here. No, we live in the same house, so I mean, it would probably be. Sorry, fuck's sake. It probably wouldn't be as thrilling as the film, I said. We just end up sitting on the sofa, constantly tagging each other in a back and forth slapping match. Elliot pondered on my point, tapping his lips thoughtfully. He was always a passionate person. Once he became hyperfixated on something, it was hard to deter him, and I loved watching his face scrunch up as the cognitive cogs whirred away. But this time, my amusement at his fixation would be short-lived. "Okay," Elliot said, as we hopped into the car. "We could make the game interesting. Only one person can be tagged per day. The game pauses until midnight, at which point, whoever's it can tag the other." I laughed.
Don't they just share a bed?
Yeah, so it's at midnight.
Elliot is such a bore.
Yeah, he needs some hobbies. I laughed. "Midnight? Well, I think we both know that the tagging's going to happen when we're both in bed, don't we?"
Yeah.
Oh, God, you're on it today.
Oh, I'm so on it.
Honestly. My husband smiled. It wasn't an unpleasant smile to my eyes, but everything seems different in retrospect. "Who's saying I'd still be lying next to you?" he said. Even then, when I still thought his suggestion to be light-hearted, the way he said that sentence set my hairs on end. No, we're not going to be an old married couple with separate beds. Why don't we make the starting point 6 p.m, I asked. "Okay, want to begin?"
What?
"Sure," I said. "Who's it first?" "You," Elliot replied. "I'll be a gentleman and tag, you're it."
Okay.
I squealed, laughing as I tapped his shoulder playfully.
Well, that's fun for 5 seconds.
Elliot smiled, keeping his eyes fixed on the road ahead. "And it's 8 p.m. I guess I'll have to wait until tomorrow to get you back. You're going to be so easy to catch." And the next day, he proved that. At 6 p.m, on the dot, my husband silently emerged from a hiding spot behind the sofa
Oh, there's no need for that.
and tagged me. I yelped, clutching my pounding chest. "I didn't even hear you come home." "I didn't go to the office today," Elliot giggled.
Jesus Christ.
"I've been hiding there for hours."
Why?
Elliot's lost the fucking plot.
No, but why? That makes no sense. This is infuriating.
Well, you know, when some
Go to
people
work,
take the
come
game
home.
very seriously, he's gone all in.
Oh, Elliot, we've got mouths to feed. You can't just be taking work off. Taking work off.
What, do you think they have like 8 kids?
I can't.
Like, there are children to
they're like
feed.
the old people who live in the shoe.
When I arrived home the next day, I waited for my husband to walk through the door so I could have my revenge. 6 p.m. came and went. At 7 p.m, I texted Elliot to ask when he'd be home. He responded he was sleeping at the office to avoid being tagged. And when he didn't show up the day after, I told him that tag might cost us our relationship if I was never going to see him again. His response infuriated me. "Nice try. Ultimatums won't work. I don't want to be it." When I told him that he'd better come home, his response sparked a ripple of shivers across my body. "Oh, but I am home, darling. You just haven't seen me yet." Then I heard the slightest creak from the cupboard beneath the sink.
Divorce.
Yeah, you've got to.
The cupboard.
The big D.
I mean, after I found my husband in a cupboard, I don't think I'm ever going to want to have sex with him ever again anyway.
Yeah, dry. Very dry down there when you see that. When I opened the double doors, there was my husband. And ordinarily, that would have been a funny sight, wouldn't it?
No.
Just a game of tag that had reached dizzying heights of ridiculousness. But you didn't see his face. That wasn't Elliot. Not my Elliot. Bulging, unblinking, bloodshot eyes, unhinged smile, frothing at the lips, and a giggle. Ever since he suggested we play tag, the man I knew was gone. Throughout lockdown, given that we were living in such close quarters, the game did become slightly easier, but Elliot lost a piece of himself with every passing day. I tried to get him to hyperfixate on something else, but no use. Still, whenever one of us had been tagged and the game paused, my husband returned to his normal self. That was when I decided I was going to stop playing. It was the only way to get him back. So Elliot tagged me, and I didn't return the tag on the following day. For months, things returned to normal.
Oh, that's a good plan.
But then, one day, at a local restaurant, he brought up the topic again. "Lisa," Elliot asked. "What?" "I'm right in front of you," he said. "Why won't you tag me?" I sighed. "You were making me uncomfortable, Elliot. You weren't yourself when you were it." Imagine overhearing that, like Taco Bell. You'd be like,
You make me feel so uncomfortable when we play tag.
yeah, you'd be like, they have regressed
Oh
and
my
they have
God.
problems.
It gives me the big ick.
Get couples therapy for this,
Yeah.
guys. It's not okay. A fleeting glint in his eye sent a weighty lump of fear cascading to the pit of my stomach. It was a glimmer of cruelty that had been burgeoning beneath the surface of his cold, unfeeling eyes for 3 years. The look that I'd hoped would go away if I were to stop playing his haunted game. The true horror had yet to begin. "This won't do at all, Lisa," he whispered in a voice hardly his own. "I've been patient. I thought you were planning the ultimate move. I'm going to have to make a new rule. When someone is it, they must make an effort to tag the other player."
Oh, I hate him. Where Elliot, Derek, Joseph, they can all get in the effing bin.
And Jack.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I hate Elliot's the worst.
Elliot is the worst.
Please, you must try.
You have to play tag properly.
Oh, vile.
They must make an effort to tag the other player. Otherwise, the other player becomes it. I scoffed. "Look, I'd happily play the game if you could be normal about it." Elliot smiled. "Of course. I won't take it too seriously. It's fun, Lisa. That's why I want to play." This was a little over a year ago, and it was anything but fun after that. I couldn't decide whether I feared hunting Elliot or being hunted by him. On one hand, the thought of Elliot lurking around any corner in my home filled me with an unyielding sense of horror. On the other hand, whenever he was chasing me, I felt genuine terror at what would happen when he tagged me, and one day, my fear was justified. "Elliot!"
Jesus fuck.
I screamed. I was lying on the floor, shivering after my husband had tagged me, but tagged doesn't begin to cover it. Elliot thumped me in the arm with a cricket bat.
What?
He needs to go to prison.
Oh my God.
He thumped it so hard that I couldn't move it. I would later find out it was broken. "New rule," Elliot said, cracking his neck in a horrid, inhuman way. "Every tag is more creative than the last." Shaking uncontrollably, I finally snapped.
Whacked her with a fucking bin.
Yeah, I love that's the straw that broke.
No,
the
you're
back of the
beating me
camel.
now.
You're like, "Cricket bat, that's a bit
No,
much."
that's too much.
I'd given the man so many chances, but physical abuse, that was the line.
I'd go knife
He'd crossed
next.
it. Yeah, you're like, tag!
in his face.
Yeah, in his face. That was the line. He'd crossed it and there was no coming back from that. It was finally time to abandon the marriage.
Yes.
Yes, girl.
Jesus.
Go
All
see
for
Gary.
a game of tag.
Oh, for a fucking game of tag. You hit me. It's over, I said. "I'm moving out. You're not the man I married. He'd never hurt me." Elliot froze and something inexplicably horrifying happened. His eyes blackened. The newly darkened pupils merged with the white of his eyes.
Hang on, aren't pupils always dog?
No, the newly darkened pupils merged with the whites. All went
Yeah, but
black.
he says newly darkened pupils.
Yeah, so the
Pupils are always dark.
Oh, you're talking about iris?
No, an iris is an iris, a pupil is a pupil.
Oh my God.
Yes!
Okay. 50p in Hannah. Any more? Any more for any more?
I'm just saying it's an inaccurate description.
Okay. Basically, his eyes have gone black. It's what you'd prefer it to say. Yeah, fair. Where the fuck am I?
Do you know what? I'd like a Bailey's in this.
Just keep it. Ooh, hear that ice sloshing.
Iced coffee.
I don't know. Bailey's makes me feel physically sick.
I had a tiramisu cocktail the other night with Bailey's and it was fucking amazing.
Creamy alcohol can get in the
No,
bin.
listen, it's delicious.
No.
Don't you like an Irish coffee then?
Nope.
That's wrong.
No.
Well, not, so you're telling me you live a life without white Russians?
Oh, I like a white. No, to be fair, I know that sounds like I'm contradicting myself.
Yeah, it does. This is another example of you not being able to make a decision.
I'm so bad at decision
Glop,
making.
drop, gop, bop. We don't know what you're going to do there.
My glob.
With your glop.
I'm getting a glob whether you like it or not.
And
Decision
you,
made.
You don't like creamy alcohol unless it's a white Russian.
I used to like them, but now, like, I do like an espresso martini. You said you did. In Edinburgh, you had 3.
I don't. Did I when?
You were battered, and my
I'll
mate
drink
Chris.
anything when I'm battered. Oh,
Yeah,
lovely
but you were
Chris.
like, I have another one. And Chris was like, here you go.
Why does it sound like I've got cake stuck at the back of my...
Yeah, well,
Half a
have
novel.
another one, please.
I've just done that. I've just nearly vomited.
Oh, that's really nice.
Oh, Christ.
Okay. The newly darkened pupils and irises merged with the whites of his eyes. Do you think the game ends if we end? Elliot asked,
Yes.
sinisterly snickering. You're still it, and if you don't make an effort... What's happened to you, Elliot? I wailed, clutching my broken arm and sliding away from the unhinged figure who loomed above me. We're not playing tag anymore. Oh, okay. New rule, he said. When I tag you, the game's over. No, you can't tag me
Okay.
ever again.
No, that's fine. What's wrong with that?
He said, when I next tag you, the game's over. No, you can't tag me ever again. I'm it. I whispered. Remember the rule. You only stay it if you make an effort.
That's such a ridiculous rule.
Elliot gleefully said, striding towards me. Are you going to make an effort? I ran out of the house, my left arm hanging limply by my side. I used my right hand to scoop my phone out of my pocket and I called my sister from the busy road. She urged me to call the police, but Elliot had fled when the officers reached the house. I couldn't stop thinking about the blackness that spread across his eyes, so I ended up on an online forum talking about blackened eyes and changed personalities. One user's comment sent chills through my body. He's got the black bug. He'll only stop playing when one of you dies.
What the fuck is the black bug?
You heard. Terrified beyond words, I decided that it wasn't safe for me to live with my sister. If the anonymous commenter were correct, then Elliot's talk about the game being over would surely have spelled my end. I moved to a lakeside cabin under a different name. It's really not wise to go to a cabin, is it? By a lake
Never.
alone.
No, why?
Like, that is a bad move.
You're on the run from someone who's been battering you with a baseball bat, all for a game of tag.
Yeah, he's got
And
black
you decide
eyes.
that the safest place to be is
Alone.
alone next to a lake.
Yeah.
Next to one big weapon.
Yeah. One big watery
One big wet weapon. A wet weapon.
A wet weapon? That sounds
What do you mean?
horrendous.
Why?
Just does. Okay.
You got dirty minded then.
I did,
You
yeah.
got dirty minded.
You
then.
got dirty minded then.
Oh, you know.
The sound of giggling filled... Oh, no, la, 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 la. I've got...
This is like a film script.
I know. Anyway, I moved to a lakeside cabin under a different name, intending to stay far away from Elliot until I could figure out the next course of action. I woke up at 4 a.m. one particularly wintry morning in December. The sound of giggling filled the lakeside cabin, and I trembled. Walking to the edge of the upper balcony, I looked down to see a horrifying sight in the middle of the living room. A head peering over the back of the sofa. Peekaboo!
Oh no!
Elliot chortled. I screamed
What is he doing
and
there?
hauled my half-frozen body towards the stairs, barreling towards the front door. But as my hand clutched the handle, something clutched me. I turned to see Elliot on the floor, propped up by hands and legs in a low, crouching position. The fingers on one of his hands were curled viciously round my ankle, and he was grinning, that awful grin. "Tag," he whispered. "Game over." His mouth opened, revealing numerous rows of unnaturally jagged, janky teeth. Poised to pounce with a vehement look in his eyes, Elliot chuckled again. I screeched, swinging my foot squarely at his jaw. As the demonic man recoiled, I fled from the lakeside house and drove far away. That was months ago. I know Elliot's still out there. The game's not over. Like the online forum user said, he'll only stop playing when one of you dies. The end.
Well, Elliot is the worst. Aren't you clapping yourself?
Thank you, Suzie. No, thank you. Thank you for that. Yeah, you're welcome. Oh, God, what happened the other day when we were in the pub? And my friend Ollie and Danny were at the pub and they were getting themselves a drink and I went, "Oh, no, I'm all right, thanks, I got one." And they didn't ask. They did not ask.
No, you said it even
God.
worse. You went, I got my own before, or something. You said something like really janky.
Because they'd seen that I had a full pint, but I was like, "No, don't you
Well,
worry.
it was, no,
don't you worry, guys."
You kind of were like, "No, I got mine." Like you were a bit like, "No, I got no," like caught up in your ways. And it was also a bit uncomfortable because you hadn't asked anybody how they wanted when you
No,
got
just
yourself
grim.
No, that was
Those
fine.
are the things that would keep me up at night for about 3 years.
Oh, listen, at least you didn't thank
Kenny for the teenage girls.
Thank you. What was I
On
thanking
behalf
him
of
for?
that's.
Oh, I am gross.
That is cringe.
Oh, I make myself ill.
You never know. He might slide into your DMs. You might have sparked
wouldn't
something.
I, Josh? I follow him now on Instagram. Oh my god, I have to.
Adam, if you're listening to this, I will tell her to refrain.
I love you, Adam. Very nice man. Very nice.
Have you got a story for me, Hannah?
Yes.
Great. I'd like to hear it, please.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
A man goes to a bed and breakfast.
A mango? A mango! I'm imagining a big mango.
A mango's got to a bed and breakfast. A mango's.
I'm just imagining,
A mango's.
you know,
A mango's.
you know that there's like
It's like the under
an
the sea
Instagram
feature. A mango's.
thing where you can make your head a mango and then you can have the lips
Oh,
move.
yeah. A mango's. A mango's. Down
Sure.
where it's mango-y. Take it from...
It's the apologetic face again when you're singing.
Yeah,
Okay.
why am I doing that?
Let's
Okay.
start again.
A man goes to a bed and breakfast. While checking in, the owner tells him that the room next to his is undergoing some repairs, so don't open the door or anything. The man goes to his room, drops off his things, but then is bored. He pokes around the house and, with nothing else to do, decides to see the room that needs repairing. He tries the door and it's locked. He wonders why the owner would even bother warning him about this room since it's locked anyway. Whatever. Peeks through the keyhole and the room beyond isn't actually being repaired, it's completely empty. Except for a figure in the far side of the room sitting in a chair, facing the wall.
Oh.
The man stands up again, creeped out. Just to make sure he wasn't imagining things, he bends down and looks through the keyhole again. This time he doesn't see the figure or the room at all, just the colour red, like something was blocking the keyhole with construction paper. Weirded out, the man goes to bed. When he's at breakfast with the owner the next morning, the man asks...
Man goes to bed.
The man goes in bed. That's a cute vision though, isn't it? A man going in bed.
Yeah. Little tucked up
When
mango.
man goes to breakfast with the owner the next morning... The man asks him casually. The man asks him casually about the repairs in the next room. The owner sighs and says, "Truthfully, I don't rent that room out because so many people have told me it's haunted by a ghost with red eyes." That's
Shit.
gross, isn't that gross?
Yeah.
Really like the idea that it just got up and it went like this.
Yeah. The speed in which that poor
And
little
knew
mango.
that- oh, that poor little mango.
Just like
Cute
doo, 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 doo.
Bop, 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 bop. Woo!
And then a little mango sat by himself at breakfast with a little knife and fork having his
Eating a
continental.
mango. Oh, it's taking a bad turn, isn't it?
We need to write that story.
Having a mango smoothie.
Oh, don't. That's cannibalism.
I'm hungover.
I can tell.
Okay.
Would you like another story?
Yeah. I just remember I fucked a potato.
Sorry?
That story, I fucked a potato when I was
You said
14.
I've just remembered I fucked a potato.
Yeah, because the story was called I Fucked a Potato.
Okay. Are you ready for a story?
Yes, please.
In 2020, at the beginning of COVID, I'd just given birth. At this time, I could only have one other person in the room with me my entire stay at the hospital. Of course, my kid's father was there, but the third day, he left to clean up our house and get everything prepared for me and baby. I'd gotten sick and had a C-section, so I had to stay for about 4 to 5 days. While he was away, a nurse named Kelly said she'd be helping me throughout the day and spending time with me so I don't feel lonely while the dad is gone. While dad is gone. Jesus Christ.
You're not even hungover.
She said she'd be helping me throughout the day and spending time with me so I don't feel lonely while dad is gone. I couldn't really hold my baby due to me being sick and the pain from the C-section, so my nurses would come in every time it was time to feed. I noticed when they came in, they wouldn't acknowledge Kelly and she would go to the farthest part of the room and she would tell me, "I'm just going to get out of the way." Now, she did tell me she didn't specialise in what they did and she was just there for comfort, so I didn't question anything. The entire day, she was so helpful and encouraging to me. I really believe I would have broken down if she wasn't in there with me. She was such a sweetheart. Well, after about 5 or 6 hours, she told me she had to leave and that she'd come and visit me before her shift was over and to see how I was doing. She hugged me and blew a kiss at my baby and walked out of the room. Later that night, Dad came back and he was very upset. He told me some stuff happened with his mum and that he was sorry he took so long. I was upset, but I told him a nurse named Kelly kept me company. As I'm telling him about her, my nurse is changing my sheets, and she said, "Oh, who's Kelly?" I explained, and she said that nobody named Kelly was in my room or working that day. So I instantly thought about those women who would pretend to be nurses and kidnap children. But my nurse told me that I might be hallucinating, and she told my doctor. I talked to my doctor, and he said the same thing. A couple of hours later, a nurse that I didn't recognise came in my room and said, I know this might sound crazy, but everyone on the floor is talking about the fact that you've seen Kelly. I said, yeah. She was here with me for like 7 hours today and she helped out a lot. We're smiling and laughing while I was telling her about Kelly and how sweet and funny she was. Then she pulled up her phone and showed me pictures of her and Kelly that looked like... Then she pulled up her phone and showed me pictures of her and Kelly that looked like they might be in the early 2000s. I was smiling, knowing that I wasn't hallucinating. Then she sat me down and told me Kelly died over 10 years ago from domestic violence with her boyfriend. I wasn't too shocked because my entire life I've been dealing with the paranormal, but I got chills because I've never had an encounter this deep. The lady gave me a hug and started crying, saying, now I know she's okay. Since that day, I've been wondering, why did Kelly come into my room and come and help me? And I kind of wish I could see her again.
Oh.
Wow, Hannah. She hates what a sincere story, I would say. Anything sincere?
It was no I fucked a potato, was it?
I prefer that to fuck a potato,
Right,
actually.
well, different strokes for different folks.
Like, fuck Kelly, get the potato back on. Get the potato on air.
No, that was lovely.
I can see your eyes just looking at me like, okay, wow. Okay, here we go. Poor Kelly.
Oh, just don't, yeah. No, it's good.
Okay.
No, I really, really enjoyed it.
You loved it. Okay, great. Have you got a story?
Should we do Creep of the Week?
Oh, yes, please.
Okay, you ready? This one. Are you ready for Creep of the Week? Creep of the Week.
Creep of the Week. Creep of the Week. Creep of the Week. Creep of the Greek. Creep of the Greek.
Creep of the Greek.
Creep of the Greek.
That's racist.
Creep of the Greek.
You said Greek.
It's not racist if I'm Greek.
I heard you're not Greek.
I am Greek. I'll fight anyone to the death.
Okay.
Like Tag.
Okay then.
Tag your ear. You're
Let's
not
do it
Greek.
now. Let's
I'm
fight
Greek.
to the death now. You're not Greek.
I'm Greek.
You look about as Greek as I look a microwave.
Microwave.
Microwave. I need to stop using microwave for every comparison I have. Like, you know, you have a word that you just use all the time. And that's my microwave. Why am I always using my microwave? Maybe it's because I like Rustler's burgers.
Okay. Creep of the Week.
I'm Greek. This is from Katie.
Katie.
I don't know why I'm doing an American accent because she's not from... Oh my God, yes, she's from Cardiff. I could do my Welsh accent. Oh, any excuse. Katie, before I start this, you're going to have to understand that I'm about to do your accent, but I'm not taking the piss.
She is.
I really...
Oh, and also I'm Welsh, so I actually find it a bit...
Oh, you are...
find it a bit offensive if you're about to do something like a Welsh accent.
Hey, ladies, absolutely love the pod. I binged it all as soon as I found out. As soon as I found it. And now I can't wait for the weekly episodes. Well, you know you can find us on Patreon for more content if you want.
Is that what she said?
Nope.
Oh,
That's what I want to say.
Okay.
Patreon.com, Ghost Hunts. I wanted to share a story about what happened to me as I think it would fit well on the pod. Okay. When I was in uni in Cardiff, I worked at a well-known department store. It was housed in an old building called Howells. Oh, it sounded good.
That's good, actually.
Howells.
Howells.
Which had used to be an independent department store from 1865 until it was closed in the 1960s. We can't make this sound scary because it's too good, so I'm just going to do it.
Revert back.
It's worth mentioning that the original structure of the building remained. The original lift at the back of the building remained with the old metal sliding gate type doors, and all of the original living quarters where the Victorian shop workers would have lived had been kept and turned into stock rooms for all the different brands. The old basement was the staff cloakroom, and where the security desk was, which was creepy in itself, but we all dealt with... Oh, fuck, hang on. The old basement was the staff cloakroom, and where the security desk was, which was creepy in itself, but we all dealt with it. I had been told by many of the other members of staff...
You're about to vom. Oh, God.
I've got the voms.
Oh, it's making
It's
me
the
want
hanger.
to
You know, it
vom.
comes in waves.
Yeah.
It's like I'm going to give birth to a big ball of wine, beer, and... Oh, shots. What? Okay.
Cute. What will you call it?
dog. What will I call it?
Boozy.
Bobby Boozy. Bobby
Aw.
Boozy. It's cute. It's not absolutely rubbish. Okay. I had been told by many of the other members of staff that the building was haunted, but I laughed it off. One day, a security guard showed me a security video of the handbag section after I was laughing with a new recruit about the supposedly haunted building. Toot toot with a new recruit.
Hang on. Did you just add that in?
Yeah, that wasn't Casey. God love her. We stocked luxury brands, and it was known for us to have a theft on occasion. So the Mulberry handbags were on high shelves and chained to the wall. Bloody hell.
Got to chain the mulberries.
We'd have to do that in Stoke, to be honest.
Chain those
Chain
mulberries
them, like,
to
if
the
it's
wall.
not nailed down, and sometimes even if it is nailed down, it will get taken. However, in the security tape, a few of the apparently chained up handbags toppled violently off the shelves and onto the shop floor in the middle of the night when the store was obviously closed. This wasn't enough to convince people. This wasn't enough to entirely convince me. People continued to tell me about their haunted experiences over the 2.5 years I was there, but it wasn't until my last Christmas at the store when I realised that there actually was some truth to it. My second to last shift before Christmas, I had to close a till downstairs in the food court, which was just down from the mulberry bags, because someone had called in sick. They were probably hanging, just like me. Mm-hmm. The till was just across from the old lift. The door was open as it had been used during the day, so I closed the old metal shutter gate when I went down at about 9 p.m. I was closing the till and I looked up for a moment. The lift gate, which I'd closed only 5 minutes before, sprung slightly open in front of me. With the shop having closed for the evening, the food court was empty, so thinking it was just a faulty mechanism, I continued counting up all the money in the till. As I finished, I heard a low rumbling coming from the slightly open lift, as if it was going up and down through the building. But I was staring right at the lift, gate slightly open and no movement. I finished up what I was doing and went and closed the metal gate again. Turned, took 3 steps, and it reopened. I had to go back and close it again 3 more times before I actually clocked out, because every time I tried to walk away from it, the gate sprung open. A little freaked out in the empty store, I ran to the basement where everyone was collecting their things, grabbing my stuff and legged it out of there and onto the street to go home. My final shift before Christmas was on Christmas Eve.
My what?
My final shift before Christmas. My final shit. My final shit before Christmas.
I thought you were your
final bowel opening.
No.
My final shift before Christmas was on Christmas Eve. And before we closed for Christmas, I had to make sure all the signs for the Boxing Day sale were up in advance. I love a Boxing Day sale. Don't you?
No.
I mean, I don't like doing it on Boxing Day. But
I find it too overwhelming.
I prefer Boxing Day than Christmas Day. Is that weird?
I don't think I have an opinion.
Oh. Well, that's not
Why
very
do you prefer?
festive.
Why do you prefer Boxing
Because
Day?
all of the formalities are done. Actually, there's not that much formality in my house, but you kind of just eat the leftovers. You play with your new toys.
Oh God, she's regressed.
No, you know what I mean. Like I always have a lot of makeup as well, so I like testing it out and doing a little, and like just sitting on the
I
sofa
get
in my
sad on
pajamas.
Boxing Day because the fun's over and all that
like
build up, the fun parties, like you're dressing up, you're going out, you have all the organised fun on the Christmas Day, and then Boxing Day everyone's hungover and they're like they're over it, and I'm like, oh, I can't force everyone to play charades now.
Oh fuck! You are I bet you're the worst on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
Oh, thank
I
God
want
we're not related.
everyone to play.
Jesus Christ! Yeah, that'd be so annoying.
And I know on Boxing Day I can't get away with it as much.
Do you know what? Also, when people are like on Christmas Day, like, oh, we got drank so much, ate so much. I can honestly only just do a little bit, then I'm asleep.
Yeah, to be fair, the older I get, the more I'm just
I
asleep
just
on
snooze.
Christmas.
Yeah, I snooze the day away.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I love a champagne at midday.
oh, you've got to. Yeah. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
But then I do a bit of day drinking, then I go to sleep, like I said, and then you wake up groggy.
Should we have a champagne in our Airbnb tomorrow?
Yeah, why not?
Is it going to be like 35 degrees?
Oh, we've got a hot tub.
I don't want it to be hot though.
Well, we're gonna have to get in it anyway because that's where we're doing our Patreon episode tomorrow.
Oh yeah, okay.
We're doing a Patreon episode in the hot tub tomorrow. If you want all these episodes, guys, go to patreon.com. Anyway, let's go back to Katie.
Sorry.
So she was getting all the Boxing Day signs up, yeah?
Yeah.
We kept them upstairs in the stock rooms, the old Victorian living quarters I mentioned earlier. Yeah, Victorian. It's haunted as shit. So at about 5 p.m, I went up there to find the signage. Being winter, it was already dark, and I had to fumble at the wall at the entrance.
Fumble at the wall.
Fumble. Can we have a little fumble at the wall, please? Me and Kenny Doherty. Thank you.
Me and the mango.
Me and the mango. Kenny Doherty all having a fumble up against the wall. Thank you for everything you've done for teenage girls. Cheers, bye.
Poor fucker.
Oh, God. Okay. Finding the light switch, I turned the lights on and walked down to our stockroom. I rummaged through the boxes rather unsuccessfully, only finding a few signs and sale tickets here and there. I'd been searching for about 10 minutes where I hear, hello, from the corridor. Thinking it was another member of staff trying to find me, I stuck my head around the door into the corridor. No one was there. I thought I must have imagined it. So I went back in and started rummaging around for the signs again. A few minutes later, I heard, hello. I stuck my head around the door frame and into the corridor again. Nothing. Feeling a bit freaked, I went back into the stockroom and very quickly continued searching for the signs so I could get out of there. I don't know why I did that. A few minutes later, while frantically searching for the signs, I heard someone walk past the creaking floorboards. I sprung up and looked out into the corridor. And this time, one of the stockrooms further down, I saw a hand on the door frame.
Fucking hell.
As if someone was stopped inside the doorway of that room. Oh, shit. This was a person trying to wind me up, I thought, so I decided to go down there. God, you are so much braver than me.
I would have done that.
I'm
I'm very curious.
Would you?
Yeah.
No, I would have lived. I would have lived.
I would have lived.
You got to live, girl.
Essentially,
Yeah, I would have lived.
you would have lived
You
because you
would have
wouldn't have
died.
checked it out.
If we end up in like a scary ghost film, you are 100% getting killed first.
Yeah.
The anal one always does go first.
Anal one?
Yeah, you're anal.
What do you mean?
Oh, here we go. We've been,
Oh, no,
been anal about it.
No, let's dig in.
You're quite anal.
Why am I anal?
Shall I finish the story first?
No.
Oh, fuck.
No, why?
Because you're just a bit, you like things your way. You're quite controlling.
Wow.
Not
So
in a bad
coming out
way.
now.
No, you know what I mean. You don't really like to lose control, do you much?
Yeah, I suppose.
You like everything kind of how you want it, which is not a bad thing.
I know what I like. I'm not
Yeah, you do.
anally controlling.
No, go on, tell me I'm not anal. No, you're just a bit like, you're just
No, fine.
organised.
No, fine. No, dig away.
I'm
dig.
getting more and more like that, to be honest. I'm getting more and more. I don't know whether it's working for yourself that's changed it for me, but now I can see that I'm more like, you're wrong. I'm right.
I think I'm just quite
When people are
self-enlightened.
Okay, that's not a thing. What do you mean self-enlightened?
Well, it's in like I know what I want.
You've just made that up to make it sound like it's better than anal. I'm sorry, I don't mean better than being anal. I'm not talking about anal. Okay. Okay, so she stomped down the corridor to where they were and turned into the doorway and said in a raised voice, was that you who was... But no one was there. I stood looking into the other stockroom, but instead of seeing extra clothes, this one was filled with mannequins. Some dismantled and some not. I stared into the room, trying to see into its dark corners, searching for the person I'd heard walking down the corridor. No one. But as I went to leave, a mannequin head fell from a shelf, and it was all the momentum I needed to leave. I ran out of there, only taking a few of the sale tickets I needed in hand, and went back down to the shop floor and tried to ignore what had happened for the rest of my shift. Did I get into a row with my manager for not completely prepping the Roxendale sale? Yes. Was it worth it so I didn't have to deal with the ghosts? Yes. Thank you, Katie. Was the hand a mannequin? Is my question.
What I'm imagining is a hand just like wrapped around the
me
door
too.
frame, so you just
Yeah,
see
me too. That's
the
horrible.
fingers. And also, you can't say a mannequin. A mannequin can't say hello.
Oh no, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Katie.
Oh, I want to go to that department store now.
No, you don't.
What do you mean? No, I don't.
You're not going to be allowed in after hours, are you?
Never know.
I don't know what
Katie
we're
might.
talking about anymore.
Katie might let me in.
Great, let's do. We get home to see you. Don't have to.
Do you have
wanna
a? Do you have a game for me?
I have a game.
Go on then.
This is gonna be great. Okay, so obviously,
I can't believe you said I'm anal. I'm not over it.
that's become very apparent.
No, I'm not over it.
You're not over anything. That's the problem.
What does that mean?
It just we're
Oh,
doing.
you've got Merch. Ghost Huns tote bag, baby.
We are going to try and figure out how we can. We are going to be selling these at the live shows. By the way, I think it's important that we say now. We are our Halloween. Fuck's sake! Our Halloween live show at Museum of Comedy sold out. Gone.
It's gone.
However,
which is absolutely amazing.
at this
Thank
point,
you.
when you're listening to this, we should have a second one on sale the same night, but later. So we're going to do a late show.
Yeah.
So we will have a so if you do want to come, we're going to be selling the tote bags.
Oh, I can't wait.
Tenner, cheeky tenner for that. They are
Tenner for a tote.
Tenner for a tote. I don't know why I'm looking at this mic like talking to it like. But you should book tickets because it's
I was
gonna
so
be...
thrilled when I was wearing my tote on the tube today.
And also, I'm just going to say that 2 ladies who came to our last show had to leave halfway through because they were so scared. And they did come and tell us afterwards that they really enjoyed it, but they had to leave because they were scared. So if you want to be scared,
Oh, I think we're going to pack in the jump scares. I can't wait.
I've got to unpack all of my things.
Right, we're going to do... Let's get haunted, baby.
Let's get haunted. Okay, so I've bought your pendulum for you.
Oh, thanks.
And I've bought.
Have you washed it in the sink?
No. You know me, I like a dirty aura.
You are.
Like a dirty aura. Or whatever. What dirty energy?
My
Instagram is popping. Asma's just sent me a video, and I've got no. It's probably just him and the dog. Okay.
Great
is it?
story. So what we're
You
doing?
need to get an actual box of this, by the way.
What you're the one who's mashed
Well,
it
it was
up.
just loose in your shit bag, wasn't it?
Oh, shit bag. I didn't
Shit
got the
bag has
shit bag.
died. And I think
Okay.
it's time. Can you untangle that, please?
Are we doing a pendulum?
Doing a pendulum. But this is where it gets fun. Okay. Pendulum and tarot are part of this.
Oh, okay. Pendulum and tarot, baby.
Today, we are going... Oh, fuck. Yeah, 2 seconds. Today,
Yes.
we are going to prove whether or not ghosts exist.
Okay.
And
Big
it's
claim.
gonna... And
Big claim.
whatever... If it's a no, we're going to have to stop doing this podcast.
I'm carrying on. You can do what you want.
obviously not going to stop. Well, of course you're going to carry on your anal.
What does that mean? I'm going to look it up on Urban Dictionary.
Go on, then.
No, actually, I don't want to type in anal to Urban Dictionary.
What about controlling anal?
Why am I...
that's going to be far worse.
That's no. Control.
That sounds like someone who knows that they want anal.
It's like,
they know how they
it's
want
like
it.
fearful avoidant, controlling anal.
Accidental anal.
Jesus Christ.
Go away. I'm going to Google it.
I can't undo the fucking
Controlling.
pendulum.
No, I can't say controlling anal.
Yeah, I'd rather your anal cookies than mine.
Jesus. The first thing that came up was controlling anal incontinence in women.
Maybe that's what I've got.
Oh, funny. Controlling being
I prefer
anal.
the word particular.
That's not what you are.
Why anal then? I can't carry on until we get to the bottom of it.
Someone. Yeah, that's exactly what it says. It says also known as being anal retentive.
Right.
An anal personality is sort of someone with an extreme need to control their environmental situations. A person with an anal personality will also have an obsessive attention to detail to the point
I
that it might
do.
annoy others.
I do.
And it fucking is annoying.
Why? Well, fine.
So,
You're fired from the pod.
I think you'll find I bought the domain name. No, I haven't actually done that.
Exactly, you haven't. You're talking shit.
Okay, so here's what we're going to do. You excited? I'm
Yep.
excited. Okay, so you know how you normally do the pendulum. You normally check what your yes is, check what your no is. But what we're going to do is we're going to play a little game of guess who. So I want you to pick a tarot card out of here. Don't look at it. Put it down. And using the pendulum, you're going to guess which tarot card you're holding.
Okay.
So you're going to be like, has my tarot card got carrots in it?
Fuck's sake.
Has my
This is a
tarot-
game concocted by a hungover woman.
No, it's a great... Do you think that's a good game? I'm thrilled with that.
Okay, well, let's see
I
how
think
it goes.
that's really good.
We'll see.
This is you being anal, isn't it?
I can't. I
Doesn't
can't
want
deal
a
with this.
haunting.
I think that's. We should roll the credits. I'm done.
The credits. Now we're going to see if the ghosts are really
So what, I just pick one?
Pick one, whatever you fancy. Do you know the tarot quite well?
Yeah, I've got one here. So what do I do now?
Now keep it down there. And then, there's your little book.
Oh, I can't reach that.
Stop being anal and pick it up.
No, we're not having this. I'm getting bullied on the pod. I'm not doing it anymore. You can do it. No, I'm getting bullied. Actually, for anyone listening, I think if you could write in really nice things about me, that would be really nice, actually, because Hannah's been really mean to me and I can't handle it today, and you can get in the bin. You're being a dickhead.
I am. I'm a whole
Yeah,
you're
you're dickhead.
I feel like
Dickhead is your middle name.
Dickhead.
I've had enough of this.
So you know your tarots.
Yeah.
So check your yes and your no. Do like, how many questions? Do like 4 questions if you like, or however many you want.
Yes or no?
Oh my God, she's such a mood.
Yeah, I'm annoyed.
Why are you annoyed?
You're absolutely.
You're not anal at all. You're very relaxed.
That sounded very sarcastic, actually, Hannah.
You laughed at. No, I did. No, you're very. I think you're great.
Oh, that sounds even worse. For an anally retentive twat, you're good.
No, I never said you're a twat. And
I'm
actually,
saying you're a twat.
attention to detail is a very good personality trait.
Great, thank you. Okay, what's my yes?
Oh fuck! Well, I think that's just your anger.
Yeah, it's just literally shivering with rage.
Oh, that's funny.
It actually is moving, do you know?
Is that? You do it very still.
I am quite still. It's
So
quite
that's
weird.
Yes, right.
Okay.
Is that actually on the yes as well?
Okay, that's a bit weird. I'll hold it up so you can see. What is my no? I'm trying to keep I've had 3 shots of coffee in my bucky, so.
You feel so... Okay, so it looks like it's spinning to me.
Okay.
Right. So, you ask it some questions, then you can give it a guess.
Is Hannah a dickhead? Oh my God! Whoa! It's going mental.
For anyone that's just listening,
God, it's lost control.
For anyone that can't see the video, it's obviously very apparent that Susie's just swinging it around her head.
I'm not swinging around. Whoa!
This is crazy town. Yeah.
Okay. Is Hannah going to get haunted by
hang on.
ghosts?
Wait, I thought you need to guess what the tarot.
How do I ask that?
So, like, has my tarot card got carrots in it? Has my tarot card got a king in it?
There's no carrots in tarot.
Sort of sticks, then. With sticks and
Swords,
carrots.
pentacles.
No, there are sticks. You've got leaves on them.
You're talking shit.
No, I'm not.
Is it a picture card?
They're all picture cards.
No, they're not. Like king or like ace or something. Oh, it is. It's picture.
Yeah, I can literally see your hand doing this.
Okay, stop.
Freaky.
Is it pentacles?
Oh.
No.
That's a no, isn't it?
Oh, it's a strong no. Is it swords? Shit, it's saying yes. So it's one of the higher nirvanas or whatever they're called.
Oh.
You know, those ones that are like the higher power cards.
What, like the kings and the queens and stuff?
And swords. Shall I have a look?
Oh. Well, no, because are you going to guess the tarot?
I think it's
like, is there a king or is there a queen?
Is it the Queen of Swords? Imagine it was.
If it is, I'm going to fuck it. Honestly, I'm quite scared. So is that a thing, Queen of Swords?
I hope so.
No, where's the...
You threw it at me halfway. So
I'll get it by way of apology.
Right.
Hang on, wait. I want to see if there is a Queen of Swords. I don't think there is. Well, there's a queen with a stick. Queen of Wands, but someone else said...
That's what I think it might be.
Yeah, but you said are the swords. And
I'm
then he was
looking.
like,
Oh, okay. There's 3 women toasting, saying cheers. There's 3 women going chin chin.
Oh, so that's absolutely nothing like...
What is it? Tell me what it means. That's maybe quite auspicious.
Auspicious? What's that
It's got
mean?
a pumpkin in the bottom hand corner, like Halloween.
What's auspicious mean? Oh, here we go. The 3 is the card of friendship and camaraderie.
Wow, it's fucking not after what you've said to me. So
It encourages a happy gathering with one's closest friends. No, come on, you know I'm joking. I mean, I'm not, but it's...
okay, thank you so much. That's been episode 42. I've been Susie. She's been Dickhead. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye.
See you next week. Bye.
Bye. That was fun.
Yeah.